Today is the last day for owners of Spaza shops to register their businesses or face closure. The National Informal Traders Alliance of South Africa has asked for an extension for the registration. President Cyril Ramaphosa gave these businesses 21 days in which to register with their local authorities following the death of a number of children around the country in suspected food poisoning incidents. The deadline is 5 p.m. today. Acting Gauteng Premier Lebogang Maile says 85 registration centres have been set up and over 13,000 applications have been collected across the province. Well, to discuss further, I'm joined by the Gauteng MEC for Economic Development and Acting Gauteng Premier Lebogang Maile. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. So what is the latest status update in terms of the registration process? How many people have applied in Gauteng and how many have received the relevant permits?
Good afternoon and thanks for having us. We also like to greet the viewers at home. The process of registration is continuing. It's on track. All the 85 registration centers are still operating and open. We will this afternoon meet with all the municipalities just to do a final consolidation on the numbers and to also look at the challenges that they've experienced and how and what are the experiences as well going forward. And then we will have a meeting in the evening convened by the national government where our report will be presented and a way forward will be charted, and we will be guided by the president and the national cabinet on how we must proceed. But so far, we can report that there's not been any major problems and the process is continuing as planned.
Yeah. So many small business formations, as we mentioned in an earlier story, are asking for the deadline to be extended because it's not a straightforward system. There remains a lot of confusion around the process and so on. I know this was a determination made by the head of state, but would you agree that this initiative probably needs more time from your experience handling such a big province such as Gauteng?
Well, before making any determination, we must look at the numbers, get the report. If the overwhelming majority have applied, the response will obviously be different. If there's been few people who have applied, we'll also have to look at that, because I think the process is important to help us have a credible and reliable database that can also help government to plan and know how many and where and who owns these Spaza shops. So it's not just only about getting the tickets and the permits and the licenses. It's also about helping us to plan. So we need this information, and we are not going to be stubborn and not look at the facts. So once we get the facts, and as I've said today, there's a meeting where we will present our report and everybody else presents their report, and from there can get guidance.
Yeah, no, I mean, that sounds very sensible that you're going to use data to make a determination of whether this thing has been effective or not. But of course, the big issue, and it's something that you as a politician, provincially and of course nationally, is very important, the issue of jobs. If enough Spaza shops are not registered, then it means that jobs could be at risk as well. And you don't want that, do you?
Certainly, and that's why we are reasonable and we are treating the matter with the sensitivity that it deserves, and with caution, because township economy is our flagship in Gauteng. We want to transform it, we want to grow it, and we want to make sure that more and more people get opportunities and they are able to participate and get jobs. So we are not taking it for granted. That's why we had to invest resources. We had to get the skills. We had to create 85 registration centers. I mean, Gauteng is a compact province. 85 tells you that we are in every corner of this province, and we wanted to make sure that no one is left behind. And apart from the registration centers, we have had outreach programs, and in those outreach programs, we have reached about 15,000 Spaza shops. And we have already by last week, Monday, distributed about 13,000 application forms. So we are waiting for all those who have collected, but we've also opened online registration in municipalities like Johannesburg, Ekurhuleni, and Tshwane. And we hope that a lot of the people took that opportunity to register. So we are hoping for the best.
Yeah. One last thing, MEC, there was some backlash from some quarters, from communities saying they don't want foreign owners of Spaza shops to be able to register, and you indicated that the law allows them. Just elaborate on that for us.
Well, the process currently, it's about application. So everyone will apply, and after the applications have been received, they would have to be processed, and determination would have to be made. You will know that there's laws guiding the participation of foreigners into our economy in the Immigration Act, and those will be laws that will guide us. At this point, those who want to apply, whether they are asylum seekers, the locals, anyone, they can apply, and then the applications will be processed in line with the laws of the Republic.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Lebogang Maile. He's the acting Gauteng Premier.